Ya estamos probando micrófono, probando. Perdonen, voy a toser bien fuerte un ratito. Muy bien, ya está, denme un segundo. Voy a preparar la cámara que... Ya está. Estoy preparándome así. Mierda de relación y todo. Uy, perdido. Se me está moviendo esto. Probando. Poner ahora fuego. A ver. Dame un segundo. Voy poniendo. Ya está. Dame un segundo, voy a poner este... Ahora sí, voy a poner... Air Combat, una de mis sagas favoritas. A ver, dame un segundo. Ya. Ahí está. Un rato. Ya quieren comprarse de tonterías. Huevadas, perdón. Estaba configurando y yo olvidé al mismo tiempo. Ya. Bueno, escuchemos
Gentlemen, you are the cream of the world's air forces. This country desperately needs your help. 6 months ago, an extremely well-armed and organized terrorist force carried out a coup d'etat. Attempts to free our country have been foiled by repeated surprise attacks. To avoid escalating this war and causing unacceptable civilian losses, we wish to employ your services. Surgical airstrikes and the elimination of enemy air superiority will tip the scales in our favor. You will receive remuneration commensurate with your positions as the premier top guns of the world.
Yo creo que comienza la leyenda de Scarface. Voy a ver si... No les prometo buena jugabilidad porque recién estoy probando el Air Combat, pero no sé si vale la pena. Bueno, si vale la pena, vale un pito, así que a nada. Muy bien. Nivel difícil.
This is an evaluation of your operational abilities. Intelligence reports an enemy supply unit moving to resupply their forward positions. You should have the advantage of surprise. You should have localized air superiority for the duration of the operation. Target, C5A supply unit.
Creo que los objetivos son perseguidores y 4 cargas de C5. Transportes para esto. El primer avioncito de... Al igual que Mobius One. ¿Por qué Scarface después en la... bueno, olvídenlo. Aunque creo que no hubo en la F4 en su remake. Después se lo explicaré pronto. Muy bien. Creo que tengo que jugar con esto. No puedo jugar ya con... Es que este tiene un diferentes. Esto es como el...
Ready? Break now! Fire! Put down! Great shot! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Hold! Stay with him! Don't let him get away! Great shot on our right!
Tengo que apuntar bien porque esto estoy jugando en la dificultad de control bien jodidamente fuerte.
On our left. Focusing on our 6. Great shot.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Up ahead.
Alert, body damage.
Fire.
Dame
Shoot
acá,
down.
chico.
Wasted.
Hasta la próxima, joder puta.
Enemy targets located. On our left. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Jesus. On our left. Moving on our tail. Enemy targets located. Let's return to mission, buddy. I'm losing it. Enemy targets located. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Bingo. Yahoo!
Recuerdo que estos otros
On our right.
recuerdo que estoy
Focusing
terminando.
on our 6. Enemy targets located. Up ahead.
Oye, lo que tengo todo.
Close at 12 o'clock. Up ahead. Enemy in sight. Fire. Shoot it down. Great shot.
Luego.
Focusing on our 6.
Ya.
Enemy in sight.
Ahora me faltan nada más que los últimos
Take
objetivos.
off.
Pero madre, ya lo caso está poniendo serio.
Enemy up ahead. Bingo. Yahoo! Locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive. Dive.
Eso no es bueno, eso no es bueno. Eso no es bueno. No, eso no es bueno. Uy. Ahora sí se está. Ahora sí se está. Ahora se está poniendo bien serio.
On our left. Enemy targets located.
No, en serio, digo, usted empieza los problemas. Vuela alto, ok, vuela alto.
Enemy in sight. Up ahead. On our right. Up ahead. Enemy in sight. Fire. Shoot it down. On our left. Let's return to mission, buddy. On our 6.
Mejor olvídalo, no puedo poner bien con esto, pero tengo que hacerlo.
Take off. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Great shot. Mission accomplished.
Ay, joder. Jesús, madre de Cristo. Daño. Ah, carajo, me quitan por el maldito daño. Pero estoy vivo al menos. Maldición, mi primer combate aéreo en la versión de PlayStation 1. Ah. Nieto, no sé cómo sigo vivo. Ahora cargando. Joder, ahora. Joder, ya. Ahora, ¿no se puede? Dime que sí. Dime que sí, por favor. ¡Sí! Gracias, sí. Muy bien. Ahora dice que hay nuevos casos. A ver. ¿Qué me dan? Babosos, este. A ver. Ok, tenemos el clásico Phantom. Hola, hola Narum, te lo prometí. Cierto, una cosa que les quiero avisar, algo serio. Pausa, claro, gracias. Naru, a partir de ahora, en Twitch que yo anuncié una cosa, hay cambios. Ahorita los miércoles voy a hacer streams de emuladores, así o juegos clásicos. Así que si un día te paso para que veas, no sé, juegos de aviones, ahí yo te lo doy. Y a ver si doy la maratón de Ace Combat para de una vez sacar el 8 de una puta vez. Y hola, Naru, ¿qué tal? Así que no te preocupes, por ahora estoy probando nomás la emulación del PlayStation 1 porque ahorita, como te digo, estoy cambiando algunas cosas y aparte quiero experimentar más emulación así para poder cambiar contenido en YouTube. Porque antes ya a mí me gustaba los sábados, pero como ya me estoy atrasando, yo estoy saltándome de días, yo ahorita estoy queriendo jugar ahora antes de las simulaciones desde YouTube. Pero como te digo, solo estoy probando nomás el Air Combat y el Ace Combat 2 y después ya posiblemente hago un long play de un miércoles jugando todos estos juegos a la vez. Así que estate atento por las horas. Ahora va a ser los miércoles y opcionalmente los sábados, si es que tengo tiempo y valor. Porque ahorita a veces los sábados me pongo a aburrir. Y domingo, bueno, ya sabes dónde estoy yo en Twitch. Muy bien. Y hola, Naru, ¿qué tal? Ahora sí. Muy bien. ¿En serio? ¿Es en serio? O sea, esta porquería que no sirve ni para mis 50 huevos cuesta $4,000 de mesada y esta porquería puro soviético. No queda de otra.
Immediate mobilization required. Our base's position was compromised in the last enemy push. Reports indicate imminent arrival of bombers. Scramble and ace those bogies. Target B-52 Bomber Force.
Los objetivos ahora, ya. Acá hay cuatro tornados y Harriers. Bueno, indicando por su nombre AB8. Carajo, esto parece más con la abreviatura de este video para adultos. Malditos enfermos tenían que ser. A ver. Muy bien. Disfruta, Naru, porque ahorita creo que voy a estar, como te digo, es la primera que juego con los controles de experto en la PlayStation 1. No sabes cómo voy a estar yo sacándome la...
Ready? Break now!
Warning.
Lock on us. Visual approaching. Dive!
Vamos. Uy, derribé un tornado. Eso también, supongo.
On our right! Up ahead!
Yo son los bombarderos.
Fire! Shoot it down!
Maldición.
Focus on our six!
Ya, los bombarderos son los objetivos. Sí.
Take off! Enemy locked on target! Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yeah!
Ahora sí tiene que derribar 3 en esta versión.
Post!
Que después solo en el
Enemy target located!
un bombardero tiene que bombardearse.
I'm losing him!
¿Por qué
Enemy
me volví a
target
esto?
located! Let's return to mission, buddy! Enemy lock focus on our six!
Derribado, creo.
On our
Si no
right!
está derribado, fue magnífico.
Up ahead! Enemy locked on target! Fire! Shoot it down! Focus on our six! Up ahead!
¡Oh, hijo!
Bingo! Take off! On our left!
Se está a mi izquierda. Es corto. No lo derribé, maldición. Esto no está
Focus on
nada.
our tail!
Enemy.
Up ahead! On our focus on our
Repito, Apex, que ahorita estoy ocupado peleando bombarderos y tú me dices...
Focus on our tail! On our left!
Espera, no tengo una patineta, ¿no?
Focus on our six! Up ahead! Focus on our tail! Take off!
Aguanta, pues,
On our
un
left!
ratito.
Focus on our six! Fire! Shoot it down! Through him away! Take off!
Ahí está.
Enemy in sight! Focus on our six! Enemy locked on target! Fire!
Vale,
Shoot it
uno
down!
más.
Take off!
Ya está. Adiós a los malditos casi. ¿Qué me queda? Me falta un
On
bombardero.
our right!
Se me acaba el combustible. ¿Quién carajo le dio Fénix un puto combustible
Enemy in sight!
y 50 pesos?
Enemy locked on us! Missile approaching! Dive! Dive! Look ahead! Focus on our tail!
No lo
Take
derribé,
off!
no lo derribé. Oye, no mejoró, Por favor, que si no encuentro el indicador me dice que no he derribado nada. Entonces,
Enemy in sight.
es un total.
On our left.
Este es falso.
Enemy focus on our six! Focus on our six!
Ay no,
On our
ahora todos
right.
me quieren a mí. Por favor,
Take
podemos
off!
hablar esto amablemente, por favor. Soy
Focus
un
on our
Fénix,
tail!
no.
Up ahead! Fire! Shoot back one! Enemy target
Uno menos.
located!
Estoy bien. Estoy de cara.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Bogey on our 6. On our right.
Como el objetivo ya, aún tengo tiempo. Aún tengo tiempo y combustible, así que tenemos joroben. Hijo, por favor.
Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Back one. Up ahead. Take off.
Ya, solo queda un carrier. Yo le me hice llegar a ver los botones. Primera vez, hijo.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down. Back one. Enemy target located.
Ya. Bueno, bombardero.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down.
Me lo dices a mí, Nero, estas misiones ni me pasan nivel 1 ni con los cierto, hablando del primer pasar, ¿dónde está el reporte? Bueno.
Enemy target located. Bogey on our 6. Enemy target located. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. Enemy in sight. Fire! Back one.
Listo. Ya está. Ya lo pasé. Misión completa, ¿no?
Mission accomplished.
A ver. Que no he derribado los tornados, juro que quiero culpar. Recordatorio, si aún si requieren 3, quiero culpar a Ace Combat 5 y a los malditos yuctobanios de mierda, ¿sí? Ya está. En serio, lo digo en serio. Quiero culpar a los yuctobanios de mierda, sinceramente. Putos todos. Ahora cargando. Como siempre, guardando. No, sí, ¿qué podría salir mal? A ver, dice que hay nuevos juguetes, a ver. Que sea al menos una F-16, sí. Ya ver. ¡La puta madre! A ver, ¿qué hago? ¿Maverick o Top Gun original? A ver. ¿Qué hago, Naru? ¿Maverick o Top Gun? A ver. ¿Maverick o Top Gun? A ver. Esto tiene menos movilidad, pero más huevada. Esto tiene más movilidad, pero más defensa. Bueno, no quédate otra. Ya, a la mierda. Un momento, no puedo reparar mis... ¿Por qué no puedo reparar mis aviones, no?
AWACS report an enemy incursion in our sector. We are diverting you from local air support to forward operations. Neutralize the approaching units. Target enemy attacking force. Formation makeup is unknown. Expect enemy fighter support and a tough dogfight. Good luck.
Puta madre, me va a tocar las misiones más dolorosas cuando no llega. Ya. Bueno, ¿por qué me digo F-16? Digo F-14. Me va a tocar pelear como un hijo de puta que soy. Muy bien.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Enemy locked on ahead! Take off! Enemy inside. Enemy target located. Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! On our left! Enemy in up ahead! On our right! Bogey on our 6! Enemy bogey on our tail! Take off! Move on our tail! On our left! Up ahead! On our left! Bogey on our 6! Up ahead! On our right! Take off! Enemy targets located! Enemy targets located! Fire! On our left! Bogey on our 6!
Esto sí va a joder, güey.
On our right! Bogey on our 6! Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Up ahead! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bogey on our 6. Jesus, miss! Take off!
Uno menos.
Enemy targets located.
Ya lo sé. Cara, cobarde.
Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive!
Este tornado aguanta como las canciones de las viejitas, no. ¿Por qué no me dijeron eso antes?
Up ahead!
Venga,
On our right! Bogey on our 6.
Vamos a tirar hasta que no
Bogey on our 6.
pues conmigo voy a tener que ver con los demás compañeros.
Enemy targets, take off! Up ahead! Bogey on our tail! Up ahead! Bogey on our 6.
Estamos a volar a la
On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail! Take off! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! On our left! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Jesus, look at 12 o'clock.
Ese ya lo sé, ya me
Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down!
Listo.
Mission accomplished.
Easy nomás. Nada más para Scarface. Ay, Jesús. Esta es la primera que hago un duelos aéreos en la versión de verdad. Ok, ya. Un vuelo de ahora. Bien, compañero de vuelo, ¿qué va a tocar? Espero que no sea la sádica de Nuggets y siguiéndome a cada rato.
Up to now, our offensive missions have been constrained by the presence of civilians in Donetsk City.
Quiero ver, hay más casos. Esta está la porquería del 31, el Nighthaven, FA, el Donder, el F-14, el F-4. Me quedo con el F-14 aún. Hasta que consiga más
Up to now, our offensive missions have been constrained by the presence of civilians in Donetsk City. A recent evacuation of that city permits us to engage hard targets within the city perimeter. Target 1, Computer Communication Center. Target 2, Enemy Headquarters Building. Night conditions should neutralize enemy ground fire. However, the city has at least 3 interceptors available. We have no intelligence on force composition. From now on, you will have a wingman assigned to you. Inform him of the operation before departure.
Ok. Acá viene el tema de dinerito por dinerito. Acá tengo que jugar por compañero de vuelo. Buenas tardes. Muy bien. Echar con soporte. Veterano. Sobre mi ala. Tiro mi ala. Cuida mi cola, a ver, por aquí. Sigamos con la F-14 hasta que consiga más material para nuevas casas, porque de verdad esto me va a joder bien feo la cosa. Muy bien. Cargando.
Ready? Right now! Lock on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Enemy targets located. Take off! Back one! Enemy targets located. Altitude too low. Flying! Missile approaching. Dive! On our left! Enemy in sight. Enemy at 12 o'clock. On our right. On our right. On our 6. On our right. Up ahead. Enemy in sight. Fire. Shoot it down. Jesus. Bogey on our 6. We'll get 12 o'clock, take off! Here, on our left! Bogey on our 6! Up ahead! Bogey on our 6! Enemy in sight! Enemy locked on target! Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Here, up ahead! Bogey at 12 o'clock! Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Bogey on our tail. Take off. On our right. Up ahead. Let's return to mission, buddy. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Up ahead. Up ahead. Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Jesus, miss! Take off! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! He is wasted! Bogey on our 6. Take off! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert,
Enemy in
body
sight.
damage.
Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target.
Caution.
Shot! On our left. Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Here! Ho! Stay with him. Don't let him get... Jesus! Miss! Wingman, stay with him. Don't let... Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy locked on target. Here! Ho! Enemy in sight.
body damage.
Lesión, otra.
Alert, body damage.
Cállate en la boca,
Alert,
sistema,
body
ahorita.
damage.
Take off.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Así es, Naru, cuando se queja el sistema, cuando te golpean.
Up ahead.
Esto no se aguanta como la...
Enemy missile approaching. Guys. On our right.
Ah, listo.
Mission accomplished.
Maldición, esto no aguanta ni 5 minutos. Oye, mi compañero que se supone que debería estar... Ah. Daño, maldición. Estas cosas no aguantan ni 5 minutos, de verdad. Ya, la quinta misión y cambio a Ace Combat 2 para animarles un rato. Ah, joder, en serio. 4 misiones. No se puede un amigo de Argentina que ni ha aguantado por estos. Uy. Más misiones. Ya. No, juguetes, a ver. Bueno, ¿esto vale la pena? Estabilidad. Bueno. Vamos con... F15. Ah, cierto. Guardar la partida. Leyendo memoria. Escribir data, claro. Ok. Ahora sí. Después la línea de esto. ¿Cómo se llama?
Reconnaissance indicates a weak link in their fuel supply infrastructure. A single pipeline transfers all crude oil from their fields to their refinery. Strike both the pipeline and the refinery. Target: oil refinery plant and oil field.
Espero que nuestros amiguitos de Oriente no se ofendan con esta misión. Si no, me censuran el canal. XD.
Use the pipeline as a reference to the refinery. Locate and destroy.
Con soporte. Dicen que hay más gente, a ver. Veteranos. A ver, lo voy a dejar que... A ver. Lo llevaré con esto mejor porque este tiene... Me cobren las espaldas, ¿sí? Viene conmigo. Nos llevamos el Eagle, así que nos vamos a luchar bien feo en esta situación. Ah, joder. O sea, ya voy como 4 misiones y no tiento los dolores. Naru dice que la quinta misión es difícil. A ver, vamos a ver si dice que es cierto, Naru. Si dice que es con lo correcto, te mereces VIP del canal. Ah, espérate, esto es YouTube, aún no tengo ni para suscripciones.
Ready? Right now. Enemy in sight. Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. Too low. Fire. On our right. Enemy in sight. On our right. Altitude too low. Fire. Damn it. Damn it.
Espero que no me den game over o... Recuerdo que el Game Over solo se daba si es que ya perdí. ¿Cuántas vidas tengo para jugar? ¿En serio? ¿O me tengo que comprar nuevas casas? A ver. Ah, huevón, o sea, pierdo el caso y es permanente el Game Over. Ah, chucha, o sea, tengo que tener cuidado tengo que tener cuidado entonces con los vuelos. Bueno, un segundo intento. Menos mal que tengo la... alguien dijo...
Reconnaissance indicates a weak link in their fuel supply infrastructure. A single pipeline transfers all crude oil from their fields to their refinery. Strike both the pipeline and the refinery. Target all refinery plants and oil fields.
Vale, esto me va a doler bien feo, pero tengo que darle la pena.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located. Focus 12 o'clock. Altitude too low. Flying.
Caution. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Up ahead.
Alert, body damage.
Enemy locked on target. Altitude too low. Flying. Moving on our tail. Enemy in sight. On our right. Bogey on our 6.
Caution.
On our right. Enemy in sight.
Caution.
Bingo! Yahoo!
Alert, body
Damage!
damage.
Maldita sea, esto va a ser difícil. Ya, voy a priorizarme primero los duelos aéreos y después la superioridad terrestre. Ya. Como sé que ya esto me van a cagar primero, tengo que ir primero por lo que más duele. No tengo tiempo que perder.
Reconnaissance indicates a weak link in their fuel supply infrastructure. A single pipeline transfers all crude oil from their fields to their refinery. Strike both the pipeline and the refinery. Target all refinery plants.
Espera, es la F-14. Espera un momento, no me digas que la cagué ahorita. A ver.
Ready? Break now!
Ya, primero los tanques enemigos porque esto va a doler bien feo si se me siguen usando la onda.
Enemy target located.
F-14.
Enemy locked on us. Moving on our enemy target located. Take off! Enemy target located. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bogey on our 6. Let's return to mission, buddy. On our right. Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Enemy target located. Take off. Enemy locked on target. On our right. Altitude too low. Flying.
Caution.
Up ahead.
Me harté con tu misil de salida, ven acá.
Enemy locked on target.
¿Quieres pelear? Ven.
Down.
¿Quieres pelear? Ven.
Jesus, miss.
Caution. Alert, body damage.
¿De dónde chucha salieron entonces los misiles? No me digas que es de la base. Sí, porque ahí sí ya me estoy poniendo un poco de plan de raro. No me digas que oh, no, joder, yo estoy perdiendo los dos. No me digas, no me digas que eso lo hablan. ¡Su madre! Ay, sí, conservo todos los aviones ya.
Reconnaissance indicates a weak link in their fuel supply infrastructure. A single pipeline transfers all crude oil from their fields to their refinery. Strike both the pipe.
Ya, ve por ello. Tengo que tener cuidado entonces. Ahorita me está oliendo de que estas mierdas Bien, como estoy dando cuenta que los terrestres y los de aire van a joder, voy a tener que dar cara en cara sí o sí. No tengo tiempo que perder.
Ready? Break now! Enemy in sight. Enemy target located. Enemy locked. Close to 12 o'clock. On our right. Too low. Right. On our right. Enemy in sight.
Caution.
Quick shot.
Caution. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Too low. Right.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Ya me decís de los que me estaban molestando. Así que ya tengo cuidado.
Up ahead. Hold you on our tail. On our right. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shooting down. Back one. Enemy target located. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire.
¿Qué pasó? Dime, ¿qué pasó ahora, hijo? Ven acá. ¿Tanto te crees, rudo?
Caution. Pull out of it. Hold you on our tail. Hold you on our stick. Enemy locked on target. Take off.
Caution.
Hold me on our stick. Enemy in sight.
Caution.
Enemy in sight.
Caution. Caution. Alert, body damage.
Eran dos torretas de misiles, ya. Ya sé dónde va todo, esto ahora. Ya sé dónde va todo esto ahorita. Cálmate, Enrique. Ya. Sabes lo que tienes que hacer. Ya. Voy a reiniciar de nuevo. Voy a hacerme primero las torretas. Ya. Primero me voy a cargarme de las torretas posibles y después ya me voy con los cazas. Me están ganando me están queriendo ganar prioridad aérea que dejarme destruir estas mierdas. Así que no tengo tiempo que perder. Cargar memoria.
Reconnaissance indicates a weak link in their fuel supply infrastructure. A single pipeline transfers all crude oil from their fields to their refinery. Strike both the
Vamos a demostrar a los rebeldes que no estoy bromeando de esta mierda.
Ready? Break now.
Primero las torretas. Primero darle lo que toman de las torretas y
Enemy in sight. Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target.
Approaching.
Go, fly!
Motor nomás. Puede pasar.
Bogey on our 6.
Motor nomás y ya comienza la
Enemy in sight. Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. Bogey at 12 o'clock. On our right.
Listo.
Bogey on our 6.
Ahora cómo se siente volar sin misiles ahora.
Enemy up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Ryan.
Ahora sí, cómo se siente ahora morir.
On our left.
Ahora cómo se
Bogey
siente,
on our
¿no?
6. Bogey on our 6. On our left. Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. On our left. Up ahead.
Ahora que
Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Jesus, miss. On our left. Up ahead.
ahora que huye, hijo pues, ven, huye.
Up ahead. Enemy in sight. Fuck off. Pull out of it.
Engine stall.
Bogey on our 6.
Velocidad.
Bogey on our 6.
Presión. No, una presión la
On our left. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Out. Enemy locked on target. Great shot. Altitude too low. Flying. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Altitude too low. Flying. Let's return to mission, buddy. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Up ahead! Enemy target located. Enemy bogey on our 6.
Caution.
Take off! Enemy target located. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Bogey on our tail.
Caution.
Bogey on our 6. Enemy target located. Up ahead! On our left! Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Bogey on our 6. Altitude too low. Flying.
Caution.
Bogey on our 6. Take off! Enemy in sight. On our right! Bogey on our 6. Take off!
Hasta la primera línea de trailer.
I'm losing him! Bogey on our 6. Take off! I'm losing him! Enemy target located. On our left!
Esta es la primera línea. Vamos a ver.
Bogey on our 6. Take off!
No.
I'm losing him! Enemy target located. Enemy in front. Up ahead!
Vale.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Enemy target located. Copy on our 6.
Recuerdo que acá no tiene control de...
Take off!
Bueno, al menos el elementito va bien.
Enemy target located. Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Copy on our 6.
¿Está derribado?
Enemy in sight.
Hizo de madre mientras viene todo.
Take off! Up ahead!
Si llegarle de vuelta, no me lo quita bien.
Enemy locked close to 12 o'clock. Bingo! Copy on our tail! Enemy in sight. Close to 12 o'clock. Great shot! Close to 12 o'clock. Copy on our 6. Enemy target located. Take off! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Stay with him. Enemy on our left. Wingman up ahead. On our right. Enemy in sight. On our left. Copy on our 6. Copy on our tail. Take off.
Le faltaría una última resistencia.
I'm losing him. Enemy on our 6. Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. Altitude too low. Fine. Copy on our 6. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Great shot. On our left.
Caution. Caution.
Up ahead.
On
our right.
Enemy
Enemy on our tail.
Caution.
On our right.
Caution.
Great shot.
Alert, body damage. Alert,
Bingo.
body damage. Alert, body damage.
Ah, me arruinaste el
Alert,
traje.
body
Ven acá.
damage.
On our
Alert,
left.
body
Copy
damage.
on our 6.
Suelta.
On our left. Enemy up and take off. Jesus, miss. On our right. Enemy in sight. Copy on our 6. Wingman is in trouble.
Caution.
Enemy locked on top. Take off. Enemy target located.
Ahora sí.
Enemy target located.
Ahora terminamos con esto.
Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Great shot. On our right. Mission accomplished.
Mis dedos. No fue tan difícil. Pero sí, bien jodido al inicio. Uy, 100 alas. Un consejo, quien le dio misiles de esta misión, esto ya parece a prueba de tontos la operación. Bueno. Joder. Bueno. Suficiente ratito con nuestro colega Scarface. Vamos a volver al primero. Esta vez vamos a con un Scarface más evolucionado en la 2. Acá está. Joder, duele de verdad bien feo. Ah. Ahora déjame cambiar a Ace Combat 2. Ahora sí. Voy a cambiar disco. Ya. Ahora sí, vuelvo enseguida. Yo vuelvo. Esto no es lo que tenían que ver. Ahora sí.
Wind 359er at 10. Wind 359er at 10.
Listo. Volví. ¿Se perdieron de 6 Combat 2? Pues aquí lo tienen. 6 Combat 2. Dios santo. No, debí haber comido comida mexicana. Digo, es un tema de los padrinos mágicos. Uy. A ver. Ya está. Está difícil. Muy bien, les dejo la cinemática un ratito para que entiendan el lore, pero bueno, que lo traduzcan.
A coup d'etat broke out in the military corps' general area code NAP 2700. They saw an opportunity during a time when their leaders were away from the country on a diplomatic mission. After the forces occupied the center of administration, they seized control of important facilities in each district. They are expanding their influence while strengthening their fighting power. Their military capabilities include air and sea forces. It has also been confirmed that they are in possession of extra-powerful cruise missiles. To respond to the rebel forces, the military corps' headquarters made a decision to use the Special Tactical Fighter Squadron Scarface, which consists of you, my fellow pilots. We want you to go on this mission and suppress the coup d'etat immediately. You will receive all-out support from our military corps, full information regarding the rebels, full cooperation through our intelligence division, and military supplies. The situation is tense, and there is no time to waste. Take on this mission immediately. That is all.
Muy bien, ahora empezamos el vuelo. A ver, como siempre, al igual que las 5, dice nomás hasta la...
Interception of invasion unit. It's a rush sortie mission. We have received information that an enemy invasion unit is approaching our front base. It is a small unit with bombers as its main force. Take off immediately and shoot them down. Target B-52 bomber unit. Good luck.
Un momento. Si dijeron que los objetivos son... Pero si son A4. Pero si dijeron B2 y B52, ¿por qué carajo ponen una B1? Le llevamos la cosita. Así es, siempre se llama cosita, Es una reliquia en todos los Syscomes, no sé por qué después lo pusieron al F16. O al F5, como lo hicieron en Xbox. Como en Air Combat. Oye, eso siempre es el track. Por lo menos en el dificultad difícil no tengo límite de gato. Ahora sí, quedan nomás. Últimas palabras antes que te saquen la... ¡Oh, no! Me sacó la... Esto era una pregunta que ponía la cosa con la... ¿Dónde está el bombardero ahora? Nadie ha visto nada, chicos, sí. Nadie ha visto absolutamente nada. Se pueden callar la boca. Nadie ha visto nada ahorita. Jesús. Oh, joder, en serio, esto fue un... Ah, daño por 90, maldita sea. No, bien abrir.
Pursuit of reconnaissance unit. Our forward base reports radar contact with an enemy unit in flight within the mountain region. Their formation indicates that it seems to be a reconnaissance unit sent to investigate our movements. We need you to take care of this dangerous situation. Target, enemy E-767 Early Vigilante plane unit. In addition to the Early Vigilante plane, the escorting fighters are poised to strike. Keep your back covered.
Paso largo. La velocidad está Joder, estuvo cerca. La 6, no, gracias. Ah, te
Surprise attack on the supply bay. We have received information that an enemy aircraft carrier has entered a port in Anchorhead Bay and is now resupplying. When completed, the enemy will develop an operation at sea with the carrier as their main force. We will make a surprise attack on the carrier and the supply facilities while the enemy resupply operation is in progress. Target: the enemy aircraft carrier and all supply facilities. The bay is alive with anti-aircraft fire, and we have reason to believe there will be a warship accompanying the carrier. Extra precaution is necessary at the time of attack.
Digamos con mi amor, la F4. Código nombre, Ciudad en Fuego. Ah, está apareciendo también el disco para el disco para esto. No, que de verdad, mi esto estaba fallando. En serio, no tengo buena potencia. Mi tarjeta de... Mi tarjeta de... De tarjeta... La tarjeta madre no está teniendo buena potencia, de verdad. No es broma. los intentos porque mi mando me troleó con la última pasada. Y aparte no soy bueno acostumbrándome a los de destrucción. Bueno, adiós a mi mesadita. Sargento. Una F-16 al fin. Saben que tengo obsesión con la palma. Ahora me gusta la palma. En serio, la F-16 es uno de mis amigos favoritos. Voy a hacer la del canon del cross.
Attack on the front base. By analyzing the enemy strike pattern, our intelligence division has successfully determined the location of the enemy's front base. The operations target this time is to attack this base and to halt the enemy's firepower in the front lines. Target: the enemy's front base. The enemy has commandeered an old castle in the hill country and is now using it as their fortress. Watch out for an attack by the enemy bombers and take extra precaution against anti-aircraft fire. Beginning with this operation, escort planes will be available to aid you on your mission should you require assistance. Think about each situation carefully and give strategic instructions to each plane before takeoff. Good luck.
Código de nombre Tinker. Yo por primera vez utilizar por primera vez porque ya conocí cómo se usa lo que han visto inglés hizo bueno un poco su trabajo. Pero igual tiene que dar la paga. Sí, igual también, al igual que como el Air Combat 1, también tienes que pagar a tu wingman. Es como contratar a un mercenario mientras te está ayudando como un mercenario. Como cuántos falcos me desayuné en el desayuno, concha su madre. Wingman Bay, exacto. Nuevo avión, creo. No. Ah. Esta cosita. ¿Esta cosita me dan en serio? O sea, destruyo un NES y me dan esta cosita. Yo no pedí esto. Sáqueme de Latinoamérica.
The breakthrough at the Ravine base. While in pursuit of an enemy transport plane, reconnaissance discovered that an enemy base is being built in a deep ravine. Our enemy seems hard-pressed to construct a new base in a hurry after losing their forward base. This time our target is the Ravine base. The problem is a network of anti-aircraft missile sites surrounding the Ravine region, making it impossible to carry out a bombing mission from above. To attack the base, we have to enter the edge of the ravine by flying at a low altitude, and then make a hit and breakaway attack. This is the only way to attack this base. Target, the Ravine base. The enemy's anti-aircraft missiles are highly accurate, and there will be no chance of survival if you fly directly over the ravine. Watch your altitude.
Solo una misión solitaria y mandándome la cara. ¿Qué queda? Operación... Lo logré bien, de 100 de 100. Nadie, por favor, deme algo mejor. Saca la mina. más. Ya he hecho 5, pero esto no compara con lo de... Vamos a hacer con la última del... Vamos a hacer mejor el de Milton de lo de la...
Nighttime pursuit plane. Our successive attacks have been effective in pushing back the enemy's front line, and they are now beginning to retreat. Just a while ago, reconnaissance caught sight of what seemed to be a fleeing unit. Take off immediately and pin them down. Target, enemy E-767 early vigilante plane unit. This is our first nighttime takeoff. Unfortunately, the enemy is equipped with a jamming device, so we expect radar effectiveness to be reduced. Don't get taken by surprise, and be sure to watch your back.
Bueno, como yo he usado a Slash, te vas conmigo, ¿no? Bueno, como siempre, lo más gracioso, utilizaré el avión casi como lo mismo, porque es que también esta su personalidad de proteger al protagonista siempre
you on our tail. On your left. Up ahead. Okay. Altitude too low. Pull up. On your right. Okay, on our tail. Up ahead.
No he conseguido ir. Dios santo, me duele la cabeza, me duele bien feo. Estuve buscando ese maldito. La verdad que quería buscar en Night Racer porque estaba en la mitad del escenario, pero el tipo me la jugó bien feo. Que tenemos varios mapas de lo que vimos antes. Que tenemos antes todo lo que era Gunter Bay, Axel Bay, Tyler Island. Anchor Bay. Todo lo demás. Muy bien. Ahorita voy a cambiar a lo último para terminar antes de que tenemos hasta las quizás una y pico y ahí nomás terminamos. Voy a cambiar ahora a Delta. Muy bien, ya estamos acá de nuevo. Dame un segundo. Delta Sky. Nos quedamos antes en... A ver. Ken Thomas. Ya. Continuación. No voy a descansar, tengo el ataque de la flota.
I see you're all here. Lilia? Tell us what's going on.
Yes, sir. One of our agents reports enemy ships congregating at Port Erythrae. I'll get approval later, but right now, these are my orders. Second element will scramble immediately. Attack the hostile ships gathering at Port Erythrae.
Gathering? So they must be planning an attack somewhere.
That's obvious. You need to calm down, Brian.
Say they were planning another sneak attack. You think they just sit around waiting for someone to show up?
But all other friendlies in the area are busy resupplying. I don't think we can plan a campaign right now.
That's why Delta's going in alone, of course.
What? Just us?
That's right. I calculate that it will take at least 6 minutes for the enemy to get ready for a counterattack. All you have to do is take out their ships before then.
You've got to be kidding! Our 3 jets can't do a thing in 6 minutes. We won't even be able to put a dent in them.
Brian!
I don't really care what you think. You're a soldier, damn it. And soldiers fight to live and live to fight.
She's right. Let's go, Brian.
Roger.
A word of warning. If their interceptors get in the air, it's all over. So get in and out before the 6 minutes are up, okay?
Roger.
Now get to Port Erythrae and blow their fleet out of the water. Whatever you do, don't let them counterattack.
Vamos a llevar el de Cobra. Receptores, maldición.
Radar signal ahead. A destroyer and a battleship.
Even a major can read it wrong sometimes.
Reports do not indicate marine vessels here at this time, but
They're right here. Continue as fragged or divert.
Nomad to all units. A little mid-mission bonus. Eliminate all marine vessels and continue with mission. All units disperse and move to engage.
A high-power concentrated attack. Just the way I like it. Magician is moving to engage.
The vessels have strong air defense capability. Avoid direct approach. Radar signal! Count! 3!
What are?
I don't know, but they're on a course report Airforce.
They won't get there. All vessels intercept. Don't let any get away.
Bueno, estuvo bien. Quiero sobre mi maldición. Este juego al menos con un misil. Bueno, ahora me tocará lo peor de los peores. Cámara en espera. Y aquí es donde comienza la...
Nomad to all Cobra units. Recon reports show the enemy can respond within a 360 countdown. Take out what you can in that time. The timer is on your HUDs. It starts at 360. You have 6 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Mission is go!
This is Magician. Engage.
Don't stop now. They'll wipe us all out. This is Sprog.
Enemy
Engage.
in radar range.
Damn, it's an enemy raid.
Cobra 1
Fleet
has
1
locked
to 3.
on.
Get into dock as fast as possible. Fleet 4 and 5. Prepare for anti-aircraft attack. All at formation. Fleet 1 to 3. Follow as soon as you are in dock. Deploy anti-aircraft strike team. Double time.
Fox 2. Sprog, engaging.
Cobra 2,
I can
you're
do it,
out.
goddammit. I'm a pilot.
Damn.
Well, there's only one way to learn. I'm no Sprog anymore. I'm a full-fledged pilot now.
Fox 2 by Cobra
I'm not
1.
gonna sit around waiting for that.
By Cobra 1.
Pilot with no self-control is a dead pilot.
We control ourselves much more and they'll tear through our lines.
Sprog, cool down, okay?
Cobra 1 has locked on.
Why do I have to get
Fox 2
beat?
by Cobra 1.
Damn you, old man.
It's a hit.
I swear I'll get you for this. Punching out.
Fox
Beyonce
2
is on
by
fire.
Cobra 1. 300 remaining. 5 minutes.
time to recover. This is not a drill.
Fox 2 by
Move
Cobra
your
3.
butt. Triton has been hit.
Destruction of enemy vessel by Duke. Confirmed.
Fox 2.
Cobra 2, are you alright?
Triton is on fire.
Fox 2 by Cobra 3.
Destruction of enemy vessel by Duke.
Enemy in
Confirmed.
radar range. Cobra 3, your altitude's too low.
Enemy in radar range.
Cobra 1 has locked on. Cobra 1 has locked on.
Calypso is on fire.
It's a hit.
Proteus is out of contact.
What are we gonna do?
Destruction of enemy vessel by Duke. Confirmed.
Fox 2.
Fox 2 by Cobra 3. Fox 2 by Cobra 1.
Cressida is out of
Cobra 2,
contact.
your altitude. Destruction of enemy vessel by Cobra 1 confirmed.
Great job.
Cobra 1
Now
has
go.
locked on. It's a hit.
I'm witnessing a
Desdemona is out of contact.
Enemy in
How did
radar
they get this
range.
close?
240 remaining. 4 minutes.
Fox 2.
Fox 2 by Cobra 3.
Fox 2. I'm getting pretty good.
Has locked on. Destruction of enemy vessel by Cobra 1
Piece
confirmed.
of history right here.
Fox 2 by Cobra 1.
Fox 2.
This, you bastard!
Fox 2 by Cobra 3.
Fox 2.
Cobra 1 has locked on.
Destruction of enemy vessel by Duke.
Fox 2 by
Confirmed.
Cobra 1.
Destruction of enemy vessel by Duke. Confirmed.
They're starting to wind down.
Locked on.
Fox 2.
2 by Cobra 1. Cobra 1 has locked on. It's a hit.
Destruction of enemy vessel by Duke. Confirmed.
Fox 2.
No matter what, just head back.
Cobra 1
Destruction
has
of enemy
locked
vessel
on.
by Duke. Confirmed.
It's a hit.
Destruction of enemy vessel by Duke. Confirmed.
Where the hell's our air defense?
180 remaining. 3 minutes.
Destruction of enemy vessel by Duke. Confirmed.
Locked on. It's a hit. Destruction of enemy vessel by Cobra 1 confirmed.
It's ridiculous to be fighting over ships. The enemy isn't giving in without a fight either.
Cobra 1 has locked on.
Now's my
Fox 2
chance.
by
Can I
Cobra
do
1.
it?
Destruction of enemy vessel by Duke. Confirmed.
Put some heart into it.
Cobra 1 has locked on. It's a hit.
Destruction of enemy vessel by Duke. Confirmed.
Fox 2 by
Destruction
Cobra
of enemy
1.
vessel by Duke. Confirmed.
Cobra 2, your altitude
This is a
too
do or
low.
die battle.
Go ahead and shoot. I can dodge anything.
Cobra 1 has locked on.
Let him see.
It's a hit.
Destruction of enemy vessel by
Cobra
Duke.
1 has
Confirmed.
locked on.
Enemy on the starboard side. Fire.
Destruction of enemy vessel by Cobra 1 confirmed. It's a hit. 120 remaining. 2 minutes.
Destruction of enemy vessel by Duke. Confirmed.
Take some deep breaths before firing.
Enemy in gun range.
I'm
It's a
fine.
hit.
Don't worry about me.
Am I going to make it? You're pretty good. Duke, are you alright?
Destruction of enemy vessel by Cobra 1 confirmed. Are you alright, Cobra 1?
Enemy and radar wing. Timing is everything, you know.
Where's your job, goddammit?
Enemy in gun range. Destruction of enemy vessel by Cobra 1 confirmed.
Go away. Just go away.
Enemy on the port side. Fire.
If you miss, you're just wasting ammo. Enemy and radar range. Step up to the plate. Duke, are you alright?
60 remaining. 1 minute.
Don't let him shake you.
Well, I suppose we better join the air-to-air too.
Fox 2 by Cobra 2.
Enemy touch you.
Fox 2.
Launch the attack on the EDAF.
Fox 2 by Cobra 2.
Fox 2.
Fox 2 by Cobra 2. Fox 2 by Cobra 2. Cobra 3, your altitude's too low. Cobra 2, your altitude's too low.
What? You're not
You're
ready
not
yet?
getting away with anything
Just
else.
a second. Almost there.
We ought to be able to fight our way through this situation.
Man, I didn't know they were this good. How do you like this?
Continuing this op is pointless. All units, return to base.
Bueno. A ver, lo logramos. Bueno, tendré un montón. A ver. Bueno. Me queda de otra. Las cosas más para la diversión. Para armas especiales. Joder. Señor. No quiero conversaciones algo ha cambiado, a ver.
Oh, if it isn't Jamie. You haven't been around for a while.
Look who's talking! You're the one who hasn't been around. Well, whatever. Another one of those missions only we can do, right?
You got it. You old coots are the only ones that can handle this.
Just let me hear the details.
Amelia, read us our orders. Yes, ma'am. Delta Squadron First Element is to be dispatched immediately. Escort the train escaping from Area NB53 to our territory. That is all.
A train? You want us to escort a train? Would we look like the cavalry?
Please, Rick. The lives of a lot of officers, soldiers, and civilians are hanging in the balance here. Amelia, let's hear the sitrep.
The Army has temporarily seized the Ariana Railroad to move survivors and civilians out of the ruins of Area NB53.
So it's an evacuation train. Or is it a refugee train?
Almost all military units have been relocated, and the next train should be the last. However, Area NB53 is already under enemy control. It's a pretty good bet the enemy will be targeting this one. It's an extremely dangerous situation.
Commodore Martin and the Mayor of Lugard have been directing the operation and should be on the last train.
Can't let the enemy attack a train full of big shots, I guess. So you want us to be the escorts, eh?
Yes. I mean, you have a prop plane and Lieutenant Levine has a VTOL. You're perfect for the job.
But my plane can't fly slow enough to cover a train.
All right. Let Lieutenant Campbell fly on ahead as an outrider then. Sending the first element out there gives us the greatest chance of success. You guys are it, I'm afraid.
Oh, man.
We can't let those passengers get slaughtered like sheep, especially not the bigwigs. Do a good job out there.
Roger that, Princess.
Now head out and escort that last train out of Area NB53. We're counting on you.
Right. Let's get going.
Voy a jugar con este por mientras, ¿sí? Ya está. Ah, put. Bueno, se nos fue al carajo la intercepción.
Low altitude radar signal ahead.
Bandits around here? What's that all about?
I don't know, but we can't allow them to remain.
What's their course, Missy?
Just a moment. Looks like they're heading for point 31.
We're on a collision course then. They'll get in the way later. Let's ground them now, huh?
All Anaconda units, fan out and wipe them out. Watch your altitude.
Enemy and radar.
Anaconda 2 has locked on.
Eat my bullets, you bastard!
2 by Anaconda 3.
We just have to keep it up. We're still all right.
Anaconda 1, your rocket launched by Anaconda 1.
Rush hour! Your altitude's too low!
It's a
Climb!
hit. Enemy in
Question is,
range.
what's gonna happen from here?
Enemy fighter down by non-stop.
Sorry about that. See ya.
He who shoots first wins.
Anaconda 2 has locked on. It's a
What do you
hit.
wanna do?
Rocket launched by Anaconda 1.
Roger that.
Rocket launched by Anaconda 2 has locked on.
Man, I'm starving.
Fox 2 by Anaconda 2. Fox 2 by Anaconda 2. It's a hit.
Can't you show me any proper maneuvers?
Anaconda 1, your
Gotta be
altitude's too
aggressive.
low. Fox 2 by Anaconda 2.
Enemy fighter down by non-stop.
Yo pensé que era una... A ver, ¿qué es este avión, por cierto? Que me acabo de acordar, a ver. Puta madre, es un soviético de los culos. Y uno de los peores encima. Bueno, no queda de otro. tengo que tener mucho cuidado. Oh, esto no es bueno. Me voy a sacar la mierda con esto.
Nomad to all units. Escort Allied freight train to area NV52. Do your best to eliminate any potential threats.
Target identified ahead. Closing in. Stop the train ahead. Fire if it doesn't comply. Ready some warning shots. Fire!
Oh, we're under attack. Speed up. Mayday, mayday. We're under enemy fire. Get rid of them.
Destruction of enemy vehicle by non-stop. Confirmed.
This is Lancer 2. I am in position. Starting fresh.
Roger. Anaconda. Box 2 by Anaconda 2. It's a hit. Destruction of enemy vehicle by Anaconda 2 confirmed.
Are you okay, non-stop?
Enemy in gun range.
This is a real battle of wills.
We've got to attack first.
Va a reiniciar. Ah, va a tener que reiniciar el juego de un segundo. Ah, esperen, chicos, creo que la voy a cagar. Sí, la he cagado bien feo. No me que no la he guardado. Bueno, F nomás. Creo que ya cayó la run ahora. Nada, justo que lo estaba haciendo bien con el primer elemento de ahorita la cagué bien feo. A ver, ¿qué podemos jugar para la última? Que mejor que no quiero... A ver, si no voy a cambiar de juego a ver si es posible. Si no... A ver... ¿Qué tengo para jugar acá por lo menos? No creo que haya, a ver, si no me pasaría un ratito. A ver, ahorita creo que va a pasar un ratito el combat un ratito hasta que logre pasar todo bien. Dame un segundo. Ya. Mi escombacito. Ya, nomás solo esto, nomás ya lo termino y ya me voy a descansar. Cargando data. Ya da continuar. Gracias. Bueno, cargando. Joder, todo lo que tuve que hacer por una huevada. Ahora sí nos toca el de la... Así que lo enviaré. Ahora sí lo enviaré acá. Quiero ver cuántos aviones tengo para estas misiones. Siempre lo mismo.
The enemy has proved to have significant resources. This war of attrition is not to our advantage. We are now targeting key infrastructure sites. Target: resources mining system and production plant. Intelligence reports stealth fighters operating in this theater. Remember, their lack of radar signature makes visual sighting essential.
Ya me llevo el...
Ready? Break now! Enemy targets located. Focus well with lock. Focus on our altitude too low. Flying. Enemy in sight. Take off. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Enemy in sight. Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. On our left. Altitude too low.
Alert, bystander. Alert, bystander.
Un rato. Mi nariz. Volví. Bueno, yo no me voy de aquí hasta pelear bien.
The enemy has proved to have significant resources. This war of attrition...
Ready? Break now! Enemy targets located. Focus 12 o'clock. On our left. Focus on our focus. Altitude too low.
Caution.
On our right. Up ahead. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Jesus, miss. On our right. Up ahead. On our left. Focus on our 6. Up ahead. Focus on our 6. Enemy locked up ahead. Focus on our 6. Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Fire! Shoot down! Jesus, miss! Yo, bingo! Focus on our 6. Stay with him. Back one! On our left! Up ahead! Focus on our 6. Take off! Quick shot! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target.
Caution.
Bingo!
Alert, body damage.
Me lanzó 2 insultos antes de mandarse a la mierda. Ay, de que no vas a aprender ni de coño. Recordando de que este cabrón, recordando que hay más misiles de factura que mi mierda de esto, voy a tener que cuidarme las espaldas ahora.
The enemy has proved to have significant resources. The enemy has proved to have significant resources. This war of attrition is not to our...
Ahora sí.
Ready? Break now! Enemy targets located. Moving at 12 o'clock. On our left. Moving on the... Low, flying! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot down! Jesus, miss! On our left! Enemy in sight. Focus on our 6. Great shot! On our right! Focus on our 6. Focus on our tail! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Bingo! Enemy focus on our 6. Enemy targets located. Enemy targets located. On our left! Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Focus on our 6. Altitude too low, flying! Take off! Enemy targets located. On our left! Enemy in sight. Focus on our 6. Enemy in sight. Take off! Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Focus on our 6. Enemy targets located. Enemy in sight. Up ahead! On our left! Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Focus on our 6. Enemy locked up ahead! Focus on our 6. Enemy targets located. Focus on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Take off! Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Bogey on our 6. Enemy targets located. Take off! Let's return to mission, buddy. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot him away! Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our tail! Take off! Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Take off!
La última vez.
Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located. Enemy bogey at 12 o'clock.
Halted.
Bingo! Yahoo!
Halted. Alert, body damage.
Bogey on our 6.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body
On
damage.
ahead!
Alert, body damage.
Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus, miss! Great shot! Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus, miss! Bogey on our 6. Bingo! Yahoo! Take off! Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Wasted! Enemy targets located. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Bogey on our 6. Mission accomplished.
Un montón de daño, 7. Uy, más misiones nuevas. Como siempre, nada nuevo. Solo una para centrar
The
papel.
enemy's ADCRS, Air Defense Command and Radar System, has been identified. We can expect a steep drop in enemy effectiveness if this site is destroyed. The enemy has an effective SAM kill zone around the target. Its one weak point is a narrow ravine leading to the base. This requires precision, nap of the earth flying. Target, enemy radar site. You have no effective countermeasures to this model of SAM. Exit the ravine and you are toast.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Wasted! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Enemy locked on target. Low, fine!
Halted. Low altitude.
Pero ¿qué quieren que haga? Si me pusieron con esta porquería.
Enemy locked on target. Altitude too low, fine!
Halted. Low altitude. Halted.
Too low, fine!
Low altitude. Halted. Low altitude.
Too low, fine!
Halted. Low altitude.
Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Shoot him away! Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Enemy in... Up ahead!
Eso es lo que pasa cuando pidas un avión. Ah, carajo, esa. Estaba volando el avión sin que me tocara, pero...
The enemy's ADCRS. The enemy's ADC.
Ready? Break now! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Wasted! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Shoot him away! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Altitude too low, fine!
Halted.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Coast! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Back one! Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Enemy in... Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! It's wasted! Enemy in sight. Altitude too low. Flying. Great shot. Mission accomplished.
Ay, joder, Jesús. Esto era el nivel de esquizofrenia posible, en serio. Ay, Jesús. Te juro que iba a ser, te juro que me iba a cagarme miedo, ¿verdad? me queda? 9. Creo que pasa lo
Regaining Donetsk City is a prime strategic consideration for the enemy. To forestall offensive operations, we will strike their staging area. Target, staging facilities and B-1 bombers. Our goal is to hit them just before their incursion begins.
Tengo que destruir estas cosas.
Regaining Donetsk City is a prime strategic consideration for the enemy. To forestall offensive operations, we will strike their staging area. Target, staging facilities and B-1 bombers.
A ver cómo va la cosa.
Ready? Break now! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Get through him away! On our left! Up ahead! Through him away! Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Focus on our 6. On our right! Up ahead! Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus, miss! Stay with him! Jesus, miss! Stay with him! Jesus, miss! On our right! Focus on our 6. On our right! Don't take off! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Stay with him. Jesus, miss! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus, miss! Enemy in sight. Focus on our 6. Enemy in sight. Take off! Stay with him. Jesus, miss! Focus on our tail! Focus on our 6. Enemy in sight. Up and take off! Fire! Shoot it down! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Bag 1! On our left! Enemy in sight. Focus on our 6. Up ahead!
Warning.
Locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Dive! Focus on our 6.
Ahora quieren lanzar los misiles cuando ustedes están atacando.
Focus on our tail! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Let's return to mission, buddy! Up ahead! Up ahead! Enemy locked on. Focus on our 6. Enemy in sight. On our right! Take off! Up ahead! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Jesus! Focus on our 6. Focus on our tail! On our right! Enemy up ahead!
Warning.
Locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Dive! Focus! Bingo! Focus on our 6. Enemy in sight. Take off! On our right! Here! Out! Up ahead! Focus on our 6. Enemy targets located.
Ahora sí, vamos.
On our right.
Yo no voy a hacer un espalda.
Let's return to mission, buddy. Bogey at 12 o'clock. Fire, shoot him down. Jesus, miss. Don't let him get away. Here, help. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy target located. Bogey on our 6. Altitude too low. Flying.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body
Enemy in sight.
damage.
Enemy in sight.
Halted.
Enemy
Warning.
locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Altitude too low. Flying. Mission accomplished.
Mi compañero de vuelo. Muy bien. Sigamos adelante.
Naval Intelligence report a transport heading to Nawikot Bay. Since it may be a troop transport, we need to sink it before it docks. Follow up with destruction of the island port facilities. The opposition is expected to consist of an enemy fighter wing of unknown composition and patrolling Aegis warships. The Aegis missile system is highly effective. Eliminate the warships quickly. Naval Intelligence report a transport heading to... Naval Intelligence report a transport heading to Nawikot Bay. Naval Intelligence report a transport heading to Nawikot Bay. Since it may be a troop transport, we need to sink it before it docks.
Ready? Right now.
Vamos, punto.
Take off! Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Dive! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Take off! Enemy target located. Altitude too low. Climb! Bogey on our tail! Altitude too low. Climb!
Caution. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body
Enemy
damage.
locked on altitude too low. Climb! On our left.
Caution. Low
Too
altitude.
low. Climb! Bogey on our tail! Up ahead! Bogey on our 6. Bogey on our 6. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our tail! On our left! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus! Miss!
Caution.
Pull out of it!
Engine stall.
Enemy on our bogey on our 6.
Caution.
On our left! Take off!
Caution. Warning.
Bogey on our 6. On our left, take off!
Warning.
Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Bogey on our 6. Enemy target located. On our left, take off! On our left! Bogey on our 6. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Give away! On our right! Up ahead!
Warning.
Locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive! Dive! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Mission accomplished.
No. La primera. Los aviones. ¡Sí, Mentira, que es una mierda. Olvídalo. Lo voy a llevar para unas misiones posibles, si es necesario.
Your mercenary unit has proved its reliability. We request you aid in the extraction of one of our officers from the enemy mountain fortress. We can only send one unit without alerting the opposition. Target: cripple enemy air defense and land on their runway. Only you have the requisite skills. You will be paid handsomely.
Puta madre, esto es un... Si me le sale mal ya cambiaré la resetaré y me cambiaré con la Eagle nomás, me queda.
Ready? Right now!
Warning.
Locked on us. Missile approaching.
Alert. Body damage.
Ya, bueno.
Your mercenary unit has proved it.
Bueno, bueno. Ah, pero me la jugaron bien feo estos hijos de puta. A ver, destruir primero el Harrier y después para abajo todo.
Ready? Right now!
Warning.
Locked on us. Missile approaching. Guys! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Up ahead! On our right! On our left! Trophy on our 6. Enemy in sight. Up ahead! On our right! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! On our right! Enemy in... Up ahead! Enemy in sight. On our right! Enemy locked on... Up ahead! Great shot! Don't let him get away! Wasted! Trophy on our 6. Take off! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Here! Out!
El transporte.
Enemy target located. Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Guys! On our right! Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Trophy on our 6. Trophy at 12 o'clock. Up ahead! On our right! Enemy in sight.
Warning.
Locked on us. Missile approaching. Guys!
Transporte. Ojo.
Enemy target located. Take off! I'm losing it! Trophy on our 6.
El transporte está en peligro. Aguanta.
Trophy on our 6. Take off! Trophy on our tail! On our right! Up ahead! On our left! Up ahead! Up ahead! Fire! Trophy on our 6. Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Take off! On our right! Up ahead! On our left! Enemy in sight. Trophy on our 6. Up ahead! Take off! Enemy Enemy locked on up ahead! On our left! Back one! On our right! Enemy locked on us! Missile approaching! Dive!
Alert, body damage. Alert,
Up
body
ahead!
damage.
Take
Alert,
off!
body damage. Alert,
Go!
body damage. Warning.
Enemy targets located! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target! Fire! Wait! On our left!
Uno más, creo.
Bogey on our 6. Up ahead! Fire! Shoot it down! Toast!
Los sonidos culos. Uy, me pagaron una buena cantidad de plata, gracias. El asfalto mereció la pena. ¿Qué le hicieron al asfalto? Parece como plastilina hecho de para allí. Quiero revisar la última y ya mejor pago stream. No quiero demasiado tardar. Me gustaría extenderlo, pero quiero descansar de un rato. No, ni nada interesante. Solo el recon. Lo dejo por ahí, chicos, ¿sí? Ya mucha adrenalina con estos aviones, de verdad. Me estoy rompiendo las manos. Todo, gente, sí. Ya que esto es el otro miércoles o sábado, posiblemente, porque esto es opcional, porque no sé si lo prenda. Pues si lo logro aprender.